Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Oh, today we're going to be taking a look at another Kershaw knife. Yeah, kind of, I don't know if I'd say I've been on a Kershaw kick lately, but I've been checking out some of the, the budget-friendly versions of the Kershaw. Now this one, I did not purchase. This one I actually won from Smoky Mountain Knife Works on one of their live feeds. So I was very lucky enough to get a hold of this one. So thank you. And guys, Smoky Mountain Knife Works, they're always giving knives away. They just continuously, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, their live feeds. If you guys don't, you guys gotta watch guys talk knives. I mean, it's not just guys. Swags is there too, but just absolutely always giving back to the community, and just fantastic that Smoky Mountain Knife Works does that. Now, back to the Kershaw Concierge. We're going to zoom out. Not zoom in. We're going to zoom out. And we're going to take a look at it. Now, the Concierge is a Sinkovich design. Black G10 handle scales. Yeah, that looks a little funny, does it? We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Black G10 backspacer. Stainless steel liners. Let me see if I get the light in here. Zoom out a little more. Not a whole lot of milling. I mean, it's a small knife, so there's not going to be a whole lot of weight to it, but there's no milling in these. Pocket clip is definitely a right hand tip up carry only. That is pretty easy to see. And well, let's just talk about it. I mean you can see there that pocket clip is really recessed into that G10 scale. And it's definitely odd because you don't see it you don't see it very much. And I mean, it's got some ramp on it, but it's just it's different. Like I said, we'll talk about that a little bit more. But 4 1/4 inch handle length on it. As I measure the grip length, I get 3 1/8 inch on my grip length, the natural grip. So there in my 3 3/4 inch hand, that's pretty much what you got left over. I can get a full four finger grip on it. That's me though. Larger hands may have a little bit of difficulty in getting that full grip. There is a lanyard hole. If lanyards are your thing, you definitely got a place to put one. Now, as you saw, it's a manual flipper. Riding on KVT bearings. And as you can see there with my thumb, it is a liner lock. Now, once it's open, you see you've got a 3 1/4 inch 8CR13 MOV blade. Kind of a modified drop point, as they call it. Titanium nitro carbide coating. With just shy, I got about 3 1/8 inch on the cutting edge. So you're only missing about 1/8 of an inch on your cutting edge to blade length. As far as your billboarding, you got the Kershaw logo. Then of course there, you got model number, steel type, Sinkovich design, and then down there you got real small China. The Concierge has got a 7.5-inch fully open length on it. This Kershaw is a Chinese-made Kershaw. Let's get our scale out, and we'll get some measurements on this guy. Alright, we're going to start out in ounces. 3.8. Definitely right there near my sweet spot. 107 grams. Calipers here. As far as thickness goes, we're underneath that 1/2 inch just by a bit. 4.945, I guess, was our measurement. And at its widest point, which looks to be maybe there, just over 1 inch. We'll take a measurement down towards the bottom of the pocket. On the bottom of the pockets, there you go. And then near the top. Just under 1 inch. So not too bad at all. There again, as it sits in your pocket, like so, reaching inside your pocket, nothing to get in your way, to catch that hand until obviously you get way down to the flipper tab. Very good access while it's in the pocket. Carry there, like I said, it's right in my wheelhouse. I mean, it carried awesome. I love the way it carried. But now we're going to talk about this, that pocket clip. Yes, it has a ramp. Yes, it is recessed into the G10. Now, I found that, I mean, if you see there, that ramp, that basically being recessed into the G10 takes away pretty much, I mean, that's pretty thin. Now, as far as depth of carry, it's not too bad. Sticking out of the pocket, you're looking at about 1/2 inch. In pocket, no, I mean, if I carry it in my work jeans, I mean, yes, I have a worn out spot in my work jeans. And if I go to that worn out spot, it does slide in a bit easier. But if I go to, you know, like the regular seam of my pocket, it's a bit of a pain. It really is. Now, retention in the pocket, terrific. Because it basically squeezes down into that G10. And this thing is not coming out of your pocket on accident. Not at all. Out of the pocket, excuse me, it's pretty good. Just getting it in the pocket. If I did, like I said, if I go to that worn out spot in my pocket, in the corner of my pocket that we all get from wearing jeans and carrying knives, it wasn't too bad. But if I tried to go over just a normal seam, if I had like say a brand new pair of jeans without that worn out spot, it was a bit of a pain to get it in and out of the pocket. My overall take on it, as far as the design goes, guys, I do like it. I like the look of it. I like the profile. I like that upswept blade. That opening is very snappy. It's got a very snappy opening, very reactive to that thumb stud. That detent is dialed in to that not thumb stud, but flipper tab. Very, very well. You got to load up a little bit. I'd say it has a very strong detent on it, which nothing wrong with that at all. The action, very smooth. Doesn't shake, but Yeah, that detent's pretty darn good. I mean, solid lockup, no rock. Now, this was another thing. The lockup on this thing, and let's shed some light on this subject, if I can. It's not quite working quite as well as I had hoped. With that darkness there. But I'm getting the lockup. It's at like 50 to 60%. Let me look at this again, guys. Because I know it's very hard to see, and I apologize for that. But it might be 60 pushing 70. It's got a very, very heavy lockup. Now, your liner's not very thick. Your blades are not very thick either. Let's take a look at that, since we're talking about it. Might as well. We got these brand new calipers. Let's put them to work. See, blade stock. Oh, you're looking at right about 1/10 of an inch, just under. Behind the edge. We're looking at 0.17, excuse me. Behind the edge. The blade, I love the look of the blade. I like the coating. I like that upswept, the modified drop point. I mean, it's not really upswept, but it does kind of have a sweeping motion there. It is a drop point, but a modified drop point. Has a decent belly in the blade. Plunge grind, definitely far enough back. The handle, and there again, the handle fits me pretty much perfect. Ergos are very good. That pocket clip is definitely out of the way. Even with that ramp there, I mean, it doesn't cause any. And that is a great thing about the pocket clip, in my opinion. Is, I mean, I don't even know it's there because, well, it is pretty much hidden. G10, pretty good gripability on that G10. Get a very good grip on it. Even get my thumb up on the spine of the blade. Lock it in, no jimping. I don't really feel that it needs it, because if I get forward on that blade, locks me in. Terrific, terrific grip on it. Now, the other thing I want to point out is the access to the liner lock. I mean, you can see there that liner does have a little bit of a milling done to it to make it easier to grab, but it's not necessarily so easy to grab. It definitely could be a little better, the access to the liner lock. It's not AM5. If you've seen my review on the AM5, I pretty much detested that one. But not as easy as it could be. And it is kind of stiff. So, I mean, you can get it. It's there. But you gotta really get your... I really have... And I'll say I really have to... Oh, I think I got myself. Yep, I did. There you go. Blood on camera. Oh well. It happens. But there you go. And that was kind of a... There you go. It kind of shows you really got to get your thumb down there and you got to pop that blade off. And I got myself. So, yeah. Not the easiest liner to access. Definitely. The whole pocket clip thing, you know, I'm really trying to decide where I stand on that. I like it in the aspect that it keeps the pocket clip out of the grip without question. But as far as ease in the pocket, if you're wearing a pair of worn out jeans, and when I say worn out jeans, that seam was a lot thinner. I didn't have a whole lot of stuff, you know, like We used to call them Irish pennants in the Navy. But like the threads and stuff that hang there, didn't have much of that. It was just the thinner pocket. Now, if you had the Irish pennants, as I called them, that could cause hang up, potentially. But, I mean, the overall design and the aesthetics, looking at the knife like this, I really dig. I'm definitely in on it, for sure. But I'd say it's a pretty decent knife overall. It does have a couple of little things with the access to the liner and the pocket clip. And I mean, you may dig that. You may completely dig that pocket clip and how it's in there. And that's very cool. If you do, awesome. I'm still basically kind of trying to decide where I stand on it, honestly. Blue gave it an 8 because of the liner and the pocket clip. He was just he was perplexed as I was. And this guy retails for right around that $40 range, depending on where you're looking. Might be able to find it for a little cheaper, but $35 to $40 is pretty much what you're going to find it for, most places. And thanks again to Smoky Mountain Knife Works for running another awesome giveaway. They do them all the time, guys. If you want a chance to win a lot of really cool knives, then I highly suggest you be following Smoky Mountain Knife Works on Facebook, Instagram. No, I am not sponsored by Smoky Mountain Knife Works in any way, shape, or form. I just think that it's really cool that they continuously give back to the knife and EDC community. And hey, look, this time I have a Band-Aid here. It happens, guys. You play with knives, you're going to get cut. But as always, guys, thank you very much for spending some time with me today. Always enjoy talking to you. And that's why I say like, subscribe, leave me a comment, because I do love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.